taste.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Mystery lunch.
Oh, that's intentionally bad taste. So I do a good job because I'm meeting my goal.
getting bad stuff.
My goal. Your grandpa died when you were 9.
U.S. boss left so he can watch some of that hot news.
Nice. Well, we're gonna jump on into hot news voting like right now, actually.
That was a terrible one, Sonic Muse.
All right, go ahead. Vote for what you want to talk about for Hot News Live today. We've got Gigabyte Z390 Designaire.
You ready to
Designaire.
AMD can disintegrate the Northbridge. Blackmagic eGPU Pro, $1,500. Internet freedom declines worldwide, says new study.
Good.
Bitcoin turns 10. Honor FlyPods.
What?
Royole foldable smartphone, first to come out in the entire world.
I'm not saying anything.
Then we got Battlefield 5 RTX specs released. We've got Geralt Man.
Geralt man.
Superman
right.
Geralt. We've got cheating Z390 motherboards. Bunch of cheaters. And then we got Kojima and Gaben together. Heart.
Oof.
I like that we've got a variety here.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of stuff I want to actually know more about.
Such as?
Well, you already know
what do you want to
everything,
know
Reese.
about, Reese?
The Kojima thing is very interesting.
Gaben. What are they working on?
Exactly.
What are they working on?
Because both of them are very secretive.
Yes.
Yep.
Very quiet people.
Yeah. So that's piqued my interest.
Oh, it's peaked.
Peeped.
What else has piqued your interest, Reese? Let us know.
Just that, like, Bitcoin turns 10.
Yeah.
Has it
Bitcoin
really been
turned
that
10.
long?
Yeah, turn 10.
I lost my Bitcoin.
You lost it.
Yeah.
What?
It's not on my keys anymore.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. It's just like, how are you going to get your
that took me-
1080 Ti?
Wow.
That took me a while.
Dang.
That took me a while.
Okay.
I retract that.
What do you retract?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Also, the cheating Z390 motherboards. What's that about?
Dang.
Ooh, if only this was yesterday.
Right?
Thunder.
Feel the thunder. That's AC/DC, right?
Oh, yeah.
I hate you. It hurts my soul.
Tank, what are you interested in talking about? What is with Rickus's face?
Yeah. Rickus's face.
Yeah, look at him.
No, that's what I want to talk about.
Okay. Is that your favorite thing today?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like it's also his favorite thing.
His face?
Yes.
I feel that, yeah. Check.
This is the quietest he's ever been.
Yeah, it's weird. He's just staring. When will my Rickus Strauss return from war?
Oh, bring back my Ricky Strauss to me.
Johnny boy.
Johnny.
Daryl's here. It is
Daryl.
raining here.
Hello. The earth says hello.
The earth says hello. Isn't that a song? Like a really hippie song?
It's from that Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah. That's where I know it from. At
Charlie
least.
and the Chocolate. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Good. You should probably not watch it.
No, we're not in Johannesburg. We just got bits.
Oh, thanks for the bits.
100 bits. Give me Rickus or give me death.
I'll give you Rickus's death. Whoa. Wow.
The sass. What? Oh, I had no idea.
Wait, what?
He's
was
been muted the whole
muted.
time.
Oh, still.
Hi, guys.
Oh.
Hi. Can you hear me? 100 more bits from Furigo. That was for the
should've
first
been.
one.
Why didn't you tell anyone?
No, yeah. I told you guys to remind me.
This whole chat has been going for like 3 minutes.
He's been crying for help
I
in the
didn't
chat.
know what Rickus being at war meant.
Thank you, Son of Moose. Thank you.
That's amazing.
My goodness, dang.
Wow.
Oh, it feels so amazing to be back.
Yeah, we're not
missed
in
you guys.
Joburg. We're in Pretoria. It's a big storm that's in this country right now. It's pretty big. It's a big deal. Do you have more
amazing.
things,
No.
or are you like packing away trash?
Trash.
Dang it! I was like hoping you had a spare monster or something.
Do I ever have a spare monster?
You might have one that you haven't consumed yet. Yeah,
Up until like 20 minutes ago, yeah.
I could get a dibs in.
Addicted?
A dibs.
Dibs.
A D.
Dibs.
I bid you adieu. All right. Well, nobody cares about the Honor FlyPods or the Royole foldable smartphone.
Yeah.
Because
It
it looks
launched.
horrible.
It's real. It's a
It looks
thing.
horrible.
The foldable smartphone is terrible.
Kind of because I don't know what the Honor FlyPods are.
AirPods, but Honor, obviously.
Like,
That thing looks horrible. It looks like acrylic plastic that they
Yeah.
put on the phone.
But it's first.
So,
I don't care.
Look at how foldable it is.
Quality or nothing.
But it's first.
I don't care.
I don't believe you.
Joburg is the way. Sorry, Danny.
not.
No,
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 it's
no,
not.
no.
I've lived in Joburg. Not a fan. I
Hard
will
pass.
not live there again anytime soon. Thank you
Joburg's
very much.
fine. Everything's just fine.
Everything just works.
Everything's fine. Joburg's a fine place.
Everything
Push the
just
button.
works.
That-
I've moved the soundboard, so I
I'm
just
not
have
the
to.
spare
Why did you move
monster
the sound?
Sana moves.
I just had to. I had to fix something. Okay.
Primary monster.
Sure you did.
Hey, Rickus.
What?
I have one thing to say to you.
Great moves. Keep it up.
Somehow I don't
You
believe you.
sped that up too fast.
No, I didn't.
Start a poll in chat about whether it's weird to not know where that comes from.
Do you guys know where this comes from?
Great moves. Keep it up. Great moves. Keep it up. Great
Also, on
moves,
yesterday's
keep it up.
stream,
Yeah.
these didn't come through as, like, in the stream.
Weird.
Oh, really?
It came through the speakers.
Huh.
Pretoria is sad and meant for old people? No, 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 no.
Like
You've
even
just been hanging in the wrong parts of Pretoria.
Yeah, I have to agree with that one.
What's up, Teffins Tech?
How you doing? No. Like, Joburg, it's fine if you really want to make yourself old really fast.
fair.
you're-
Stressed out.
Yeah.
Like, no.
No, we're
Don't
stressed
do
out.
Joburg. Like,
Yeah.
I would much rather stay in Pretoria and drive through to Joburg, even if I had it, even if I wasn't working here.
Yeah. Well, what's wrong with getting old, anyways?
Getting old.
True. You got me there.
It's not pretty.
Weak bowels.
I'm a tux.
5 years ago, that burger wouldn't have phased me.
I feel like Joburg is so unpredictable in that the supermarket I would always like dash down to that was like 5 minutes away once took me an hour.
Jeez.
Great moves. Keep it up.
So we've got internet freedom declines worldwide as the #1 vote. Then we've got AMD can disintegrate the North Bridge, and then we've got cheating Z390 motherboards as the third vote.
I can vouch for internet freedom declines worldwide.
Is it because I've been throttling?
My
you?
freedom of speech has been taken away many times on this channel.
You're still
That's
allowed
fair.
to talk.
Just not
I don't have to
freely.
give you a platform to broadcast it. That's not taking away your freedom of speech. It's taking your
It is
freedom
on
of
the stream.
broadcast.
Yes, it is.
What is that?
Hi, the Lord.
It's vape juice.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Drink it.
Where'd that come from?
Drink it. Chug, chug, chug.
That's a lot of bits.
Along with that spicy burger, Tang might just come in here steaming tomorrow.
Yeah. What's up, the Lord? How you doing?
Yo.
I am clipping. I'm sorry. How you doing?
All good now?
When is the GTX 2050 gonna launch? Never.
Never. Never.
That's how I feel.
Neither.
I'm gonna vote a no.
Nope.
I say no.
Yeah.
What's
no.
going on?
I feel like that's
Different
just a
parts
pipe
of the
dream.
same song. Okay.
Dang, take a step back. Dang. That's cool.
What?
He said you should tape my mouth.
Why?
Want to show him what oppression is.
He already knows what oppression is. I just don't show it on screen.
You don't know what happens behind the scenes.
Sometimes they do when Tank tweets about it.
Do you guys hear the rain, by the way?
Yeah, we do. Why?
Not you. Them.
Oh, I didn't know. You just
Obviously, you can hear the rain.
Oh, $10 from Juice.
Oh.
Wow, Brett, great moves. Keep it up. Proud of you.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Nation.
Whoa.
Great moves. Keep it
Even nature said thanks for that one.
Yeah, dude, you got a thunderclap high five there.
I would go play the lottery right now if I were you.
Thunder.
My favorite Imagine
$2
Dragons song.
dono.
$2 dono.
Yeah,
Where's that?
we got a $2 dono.
From JQuest.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
I didn't see that. Give me a second.
We would miss half of the donos that come through here if I didn't notice them.
Yeah, probably.
Are you saying you're important?
Yeah.
I agree.
Great moves. Keep it up.
Great boobs, keep it up.
Not what I said.
I have been
That's
working on that.
it
Thank
does
you, though.
sound like that. He does have good boobs.
So the poster for Creed is out. The Creed 2.
Oh, really?
Assassin's Creed?
I haven't seen it.
And like the way it got cropped in my Twitter feed was just Michael B. Jordan's boobs and another man's boobs, and so it just looked like two boobs staring at each other. It was interesting.
Dang.
No boobs could stare.
That seems good.
I found that out this morning as well.
I'm literally googling it.
Okay, JQuest didn't give us a message with that. He just gave us the dono.
He
So
just
much
wanted to
appreciated.
dono. Much
Yeah,
appreciated. No.
It's like Shred's stream with so many donos. Yes, all two. 4. 4. There's been 4 if we include the bits.
Bitch.
Bits!
I need to see that poster now.
Buy AMD. Intel is robbing us. No, they're not. Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna get the hexagon.
Dodecahedron.
Dodecahexagon.
It's a pentagonal dodecahedron.
Pentagon.
I stepped in the light. The credit card.
The critic?
That's not that good. I was expecting better.
The boobs.
You see how like protruding they are?
You could just like put googly eyes on them,
Yeah, right.
and they would be like the faces.
Show me
I'm
the
not a
boobs.
fan.
Oh. Okay.
That thunder is loud. It is loud.
You're welcome. We turned it up.
We finally got this today. It's a pain in the butt to open. I'll just say that.
Ooh.
It took Brett a good 5 minutes to figure it out.
Yeah, this pentagonal dodecahedron is a beast to try to open. So, like, you take this wrapping off, and then how does what do? Like, I don't know what parts to grab on. It's the
Yeah.
Oh, does it like?
like
is it one of those
pulls
ones
apart.
where would you separate this?
The two ends like that, obviously. Yeah.
But how though?
Like that.
there we go.
It's
No.
really hard. There's like very little grip on this thing.
Yeah.
It's just kind of an odd design, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's why it's so expensive, because they had to go into how do we keep our customers from actually using this thing?
Take a step back, says Intel is cheap. You guys just don't work hard enough.
Oh, he's
That's
not
right.
wrong.
That's right.
He's not wrong. Look at us with a broken shell.
You're welcome.
There's a ghost in there.
You tried, Tank. Please
Is
see
that-
yourself out.
I did think that this was a bit whitewashed, eh?
So, Reese, how's your day been?
Controversial.
It's been a strange day. I'll say that.
It has been weird. It has been weird. Oh gosh.
I got in a good nap just now though. So
Samesies.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Rick has had a good nap.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the most profuse nap out of all of us. There we go. The Core i9, all back together. Where's the i7?
Back there.
Is that the 9700K up top, or is that the 8700K?
there's also a box here.
No.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
All of them.
Oh yeah, we got these two. We already sent back the 9600K. That was not worth keeping. At least the 9700K is slightly different.
Yeah.
So thanks to Wootware for sending this over.
Slightly.
And then this is out of the UFD trust fund.
Reese, show the
Show the
people
beard.
your beard.
Show us your beard.
Why don't
Why?
we have Reese sitting in the middle of you two, like behind you? Like, there's a lot of dead space there.
Well, how would Reese get his
Nah.
mic to him? That is probably the big question.
Oh, yeah. But we can move the mic if it works
Yeah,
out.
we could have it like right where Tank is and
Yeah.
like slide it over.
I guess.
Reese, try it.
Nah, I'm good.
Sit there, Reese.
Yeah, we can move that to here. I'm
Yeah.
just
I'm one of the only people who have made a Ghost in the Shell
Just try
PC
it.
case mod. Sick, dude.
Try it, Reese.
That's
No.
dope.
You disappoint me.
Why does he disappoint you?
Because he doesn't want to move.
Reese does not have to answer to your oppression.
Yes, he does.
Does the
Saying-
RTX
I feel
2080
his
Ti
gear
or
is
will
more dominant
support
than yours.
three-way SLI? No, it doesn't.
What?
And I don't think they
Yeah.
have any plans to. I think they physically
That's
got
a
rid of
false
it.
claim.
Eh.
You got gnomed.
Gnomed.
No.
It's not gnomed. It's gnomed.
Yeah.
You got gnomed.
You're gnoming me with how you're saying that.
You got gnomed.
you got gnomed.
You got gnomed.
I'm about to buy a Thermaltake Core P1. Any suggestions on other cases? It needs to be compact in either ATX or mini ITX.
Fantex.
The Fantex Shift.
Always do the Fantex.
If you want mini ITX, get the Fantex Shift.
Yeah, that's
Really good.
my go-to. Like, it's just so
I
gorgeous.
really just want one.
That's
Yeah.
the gray one, right? With the glass.
You can get it in
Yeah.
black
I
or
think
like
so.
grey.
I kind of like G-Max's more.
The Evolve.
Yeah.
It's fine. Like
It's
I have
just
nothing
a
against that.
Small Evolve.
Yeah,
There's
we have
nothing-
the Evolve. I
The-
want something that I don't have.
The shift is super like striking, but I don't know.
I love everything about the shift.
Yeah, so I'll switch. I'll show you what we're talking about.
I'm more than done.
So this is the Shift X. So it's really tall. But
The
then
Shift
you can
X
also,
is the tall, water cool, capable one.
yeah, you can get this thing. Let me disable the poll for a second.
Oh, it's really coming down now.
Look at that. That is a gorgeous mini ITX case.
Our hero Sonamu's back.
Oh, what's up, Sonamus? We're
Salmon!
going through a gorgeous case. Look at this freaking thing.
You can either have it like straight up or flat on its side,
Yeah,
depending
this
on
is
how you want
gorgeous.
to do it.
That is really
Oh,
nice.
this is gorgeous.
So when are we doing a mini ITX build?
I think I'm just gonna build one of these and keep it.
What did Rice Krispies do to their product?
They added like vanilla. It's disgusting.
Wait,
Did
what?
they Really?
It's horrible.
Is it in the strawberry pops?
No, the normal
Okay.
Rice
'cause
Krispies.
I tried strawberry pops for the first time in like 15 years,
Okay.
and it's disgusting.
No, I'm talking about like normal Rice
Just the
Krispies.
normal Rice
Now
Krispies?
has added vanilla,
That's
Why?
messed up.
and it's not like, oh dang, this tastes like a more sugary cereal. It's like, what? What is what? Ugh. That's how I feel.
I don't like that.
I
Yeah,
feel like
I don't
I
like
should
it either.
close those
Oh,
doors.
that is
It's coming down a bit
that's
heavy
buckets
now.
We got buckets going on.
We got buckets.
Buckets and buckets of buckets. It's raining buckets. Just punch someone
Can you
in
see the
stomach.
front of the graphics card? I just bought a Strix card, so it'd be nice to see on the fan. Nice to see the fan side.
What are we supposed to do?
Can you vert the GPU vertical? I guess is a big question.
Probably.
I don't think so on this one.
I think it's
actually,
Yeah.
vertically mounted against the glass, isn't it?
no, it doesn't look like it.
I don't think so.
At least not by the rendering that they have. Oh, so you want a vertical mount as well? You don't just want the...
Well, he just wants to be able to see his fans on his new Strix card that he bought.
Oh, fancy Strix. Fancy Strix. Oh, okay. Then get one of these. This is also technically made by Fantex. It's the metallic case. Metallic gear. Neo Mini. Tempered glass fronts and sides. And then you can see it has the vertical GPU mount section right there. Nice and pristine.
If I had the money, should I go 2080 or 1080 Ti?
Depends on the price between the two, actually.
Yeah, that would depend. Like if you can get a really good price on a 1080 Ti, I don't see much reason to get a 2080 unless you're really fanboying hard about the ray tracing.
Find out.
Okay, fair.
What the heck are strawberry Rice Krispies? We don't have those here. Tank, explain.
Strawberry pops.
Strawberry Pops. Yeah.
Rice Krispies, but strawberry.
Oh, that was hilarious. Yeah, it's pretty much a standard Rice Krispies,
it's
but
Rice
strawberry
Krispies with a
flavored.
strawberry flavor. It used to be a lot better than it is right now.
I haven't had it in years, so...
It just tastes like chemicals right now.
We fell in love with the chemical.
Can you build
Or I just got more
my
used to-
heart with pieces?
Pizza?
I'm just a chemical.
No.
Sipping on straight chlorine.
That's not very healthy.
Let the vibe slide over
You might want
me.
to get that checked out.
The speed is a chemical.
Yeah, we get calorie in SA.
Yes, we do.
Is chemical.
It's a horrible addiction.
When I leave, don't save
that-
my seat.
That's kind of my vice. Like,
Yo, Stressmaster, voting on Twitch.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotta
Yes.
vote on the Twitch.
as much as we would like to get the YouTube thing going, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
It is not optimized for the voting and the live stuff and all that jazz.
Yep. So it looks like we have mostly everything that people
Do
want to
we?
talk about for Hot News Live.
Yep.
I think we can peruse on over there. After we talk about UFD rigs, my friends.
Oh yeah.
Submit us your PCs. We want to see your PCs in UFD rigs. You got to drop them on Twitter. List your specs. Take some pics. Let us see what's good with everything that you got going on in your air-cooled PCs. Air-cooled only, my friends. If you want to submit them, hashtag UFD rigs. List your specs, and then take your pics. Drop them like that. This guy, I'm sorry. But then this guy, okay. And then this
That's a
guy,
nice case,
okay.
actually.
The case is nice.
I like that case.
But
It's not full tempered
do you
glass.
do you like that cable management?
No, I'm not
Okay.
a fan.
But that we got some good air cooled submissions going on, guys. Submit your air cooled only PC. Unlike this guy who submitted his water cooled system. Gong a shame. This guy too.
Shame.
Gong a shame. But everybody else who submitted air cooled only PCs, you good job. Good job. We're keeping it. Even this guy who submitted a PC that's on top of his power supply, and it just looks like
I guess.
it just looks like the motherboard is resting on top of the power supply.
Well,
And that he doesn't have any RAM?
I guess whatever floats your boat.
My boat's not floated here. I'm so confused. Does he have RAM?
I don't see it.
Yeah, I need to fix. No, that's not what I wanted
That's
to do.
interesting.
I'm pretty sure this is a troll system. It doesn't look like it's got RAM.
There's no RAM.
Huh.
It looks like there could be RAM.
Interesting.
Thanks for the follow on Twitter.
Thanks
Thanks for follow, World's Eyes. Much appreciated. So submit your PCs over on Twitter, hashtag UFD rigs. Get us your air cooled PCs. That's what we're interested in today. What are you laughing at?
Tank's little exchange with Sonomus. Apparently, Tank sunk Sonomus' battleship.
That's wow. that's the most complimentary thing I've ever heard.
That's what I said.
I'm digging this song.
All right. Well, let's talk about some Hot News Live stuff. Hot news. Hot news.
Ba-do-do-dum. Yeah.
I really feel like we need to speed that up a little bit.
Yeah, probably. That would make sense. So internet freedom continues to decline around the world. A new report says governments are reining in liberty for the 8th consecutive year. Freedom House reports.
Dang. What's up, Son of a Tech?
Son of a
Hey,
tech, how
what's
you
up?
doing? Digital authoritarianism is on the rise. Thanks for
Thanks
the
for
follow.
follow.
According to a new report from a group that monitors internet freedoms. Freedom House, a pro-democracy think tank, so we already know that they have a bias. Freaking bleeding heart Democrats. I was making a
Okay.
play. Anyways, I have
You-
nothing against
You
anyways.
want to make a stance here?
I don't. So today, that governments are seeking more control over users' data. All that. In the United States, internet freedom declined in 2018 due to the Federal Communications Commission's FCC's repeal of net neutrality rules. Other countries fared much worse. Son of a tech. Sub.
Thanks. Thanks for the sub.
Thank you, Blind Run.
Thank you. Thank you.
So 17 out of 65 surveyed had adopted laws restricting online media, including that in the EU. Of those, 13 prosecuted citizens for allegedly spreading false information, and more countries are accepting training in technology from China, which Freedom House describes as an effort to export a system of censorship and surveillance around the world. Does that include Huawei phones and ZTE phones? Because that's a little...
Huawei.
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 The report also found governments in 18 countries increased state surveillance between June 2017 and now, with 15 considering new data protection laws, which can require companies to store user data locally and potentially make it easier for governments to access. Governments in 32 countries use paid commenters, bots, and trolls in an effort to manipulate online conversations. WhatsApp and other closed messaging apps are becoming more popular targets for manipulation.
Okay.
The author writes, which is actually really weird because I don't consider WhatsApp a place where I'm going to get bamboozled.
Yeah.
So that's odd. I do get messages every now and then that I'm just like, no. I don't know how you got my number, but no.
Be gone.
There were bright spots. The author credited Armenian citizens for use of social media, communication apps, and live streaming services for making possible a peaceful revolution earlier this year. And in Ethiopia, a new prime minister released bloggers and activists from prison and pledged to ease restrictions on online communication. So it's not all bad news, but it also does seem like the people who remain in power, who do not understand technology, are fighting against technology. And like their time is coming close, so they're trying to have the biggest amount of impact with their lack of knowledge as they possibly can right now. Because like the people who grew up with internet, my generation, like we're now becoming old enough to actually get involved in running offices and like in the next 30 years somebody from my generation will become president. And so like that's pretty substantial considering like 30 years ago I wasn't even alive. So. And then like 30 years ago the internet wasn't really in its final form.
I don't think
definitely
someone from your generation should be president.
Fair. But that
Should be ours.
But
Viva.
I'm pretty sure we're in the same.
We don't share the same one because
Yeah, you're a lot younger, my friend.
I know. I still favor tech.
You're not a millennial, are you?
you shouldn't.
I'm just.
He's just a millennial.
Okay, you're one of those. You're one of those.
Millennials also segmented now.
Imagine if Trump sends out a presidential alert. You've been gnomed.
I'd be okay with that.
Oh my. So let us know what you think, guys. Talk about your.
What, internet freedom?
Yeah.
I'm pretty free.
Our country is very laid back when it comes to internet freedom.
Yeah. We've got it pretty chilled here in South Africa.
I only have social constraints holding me back.
You don't want to become an outcast.
I need to recheck my tweets like 4 or 5 times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just to make sure you don't accidentally
Oh,
delete
yeah.
stuff?
While I was gone, did you guys say that you think you have it pretty good here?
No,
Okay.
I didn't. Did you?
I did.
You said it's pretty chill.
I think it's pretty
Are
chill.
you not aware of what the FPB, what does it stand for? The Film Publication Board?
Yeah.
What they're trying to pass?
What are they trying to
Yeah,
pass?
but like
What-
no one takes them seriously.
With what? They're trying to pass a lot of stuff right now.
Regarding like digital content creators.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone
The fact
told them
that
they
you
were
have to
stupid.
classify
Yeah,
every
yeah,
single
yeah.
thing you do online, including live streaming. We
Yeah.
would have to classify this stream as a rating
Yeah.
through them and pay them for that.
Yep.
And wait until they get back to us before we are allowed to stream this stream.
Yes,
Yep.
no.
Which means we couldn't have a daily stream.
Yeah.
Like I said, no one takes them seriously because everyone's just like, you dumb.
Yeah.
What are you
Pretty
trying
much.
to do, fool?
I mean, they've been trying to stay relevant for years, but like, honestly,
No one cares.
no one cares.
No one cares. And the
I think-
people who do care won't care in a year.
I'm pretty sure they're like, hey, Netflix, everything you have has to go through us, and we have to rate it, and then you can only put it on.
They've tried that.
And then like Netflix is, go away.
They've tried that. Like they've legitimately tried to like control streaming services content, and like Netflix and Hulu and Amazon have just been like, yeah, no, we don't have to do that, and just like kept on doing what they're doing. It's like, okay.
Like I said, none of the streaming companies take them seriously in the slightest.
Not even a little bit.
Facts are facts. You don't get to choose them based on your bias. Actually, that's not true. Facts aren't facts. Facts are perceived facts. Everybody perceives facts in a different way. I can see this 9900K, and I could think it expensive because of the price.
It's expensive.
Ted could think it cheap because of the price. The facts are the facts, but the implications of the facts are not the facts.
I've stopped understanding what the word fact means.
It means that it's like that system that goes through the telephone line and delivers pieces of paper in your printer.
Facts.
Okay.
That was a really bad joke.
Thank you. We would have to pay import taxes for content? Well, you should.
Why?
Because it's
lost
coming
with
across the world.
Your Americanness.
Pay it to America.
You have lived in South Africa way too long.
We
with
get
the
double
capitalist
taxed.
dogs.
We get double tax for including American and South African content.
Yes.
It's only fair.
And it all goes to me.
But like, have you seen? They're pretty much trying to kill like the South African film industry right now.
Great moves. Keep up.
FPV.
Yeah.
Why?
Like they're trying
going
to
on?
implement a stronger BEE thing when
Okay.
it comes to international films.
Okay.
And I think it's like they want
When it
to-
comes to international films.
Yeah.
So like the only film that could have debuted here is like Black Panther.
pretty much.
Okay.
Like they want at least, I think it's like 20% of like the budget or something to go to black.
actors.
Not necessarily just actors,
But,
just
like, crew and all of it.
that.
Okay.
It's just like,
But then what if that doesn't make sense based on the population of the country that's producing the film? Yeah. Like, do they need Indian movies to then have 20% black film?
I guess.
Or black, like, filmmakers and crew and, like...
But just like me, I read this morning and it was like, what the, you're
That
okay.
sounds sensationalist?
A little bit.
Like, that sounds like it was written by somebody who interpreted what they're trying to do?
Yeah, no, but it definitely it has to do with like the taxation of it, and
Okay.
it's weird. It's just like, why you want to do this? They're literally creating a lot of jobs and a lot of money in the country.
That happens on South African radios, like 90% has to be African
Yeah.
artists. I'm totally fine with that.
Like-
Yeah, but they
No, no, no.
tried that.
Especially if it's, well, is it all, all local stations have to do that?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah, it was.
or
It was.
all, like, publicly funded stations?
Yes.
Yes.
That's fine.
The thing is, though, it backfired so hard that everyone took their ads off the place.
Yeah.
Because no one was listening. They wanted like international content.
That's
Yeah.
fine. They're allowed to do that. I'm totally okay with that because then this is a government initiative.
Yes.
If you want the government's money, you have to do what we say.
Yeah, no,
like,
that's fair.
I don't like that, but that makes sense. But when it's a private institution, like
You know,
let's say
yeah.
Stare Kinnikor,
Yeah.
it's like you can only show this film if it meets our standards of what the government says is an allowable
Yeah, no,
film.
I mean this is implied with like the international production companies that film here. So that would be like with the Tomb Raider that got shot here, or the
Okay.
new Vin Diesel movie that's getting shot here.
Okay.
Like that, they would have to implement those things, and it's just like they're not a South African-based company. How are you trying to? I'm confused.
yeah.
The new Monster Hunter is also being filmed in SA.
yeah, that would also have to fall under this.
There's a Monster Hunter movie?
Yeah,
Ooh.
Oh.
I could like that.
No.
I'm pretty
Isn't
sure
Mila
it's
Jovovich
yes.
starring in it?
Resident Evil director
Yeah.
and she are like on another Capcom thing.
I'm okay with that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's gonna be a stupid fun movie.
I don't know.
Like
How
I
could that
wouldn't
be
pay to
fun?
see any of those movies.
How could that be fun? Like Resident Evil's fun because there's like that little suspense tension thing that you might dance around with.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter, it's just gonna be bad CGI.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Like I'm okay with high budget movies that are terrible.
I
Just
feel like
'cause
you're one
they're-
of the only ones.
And they're just like they're there. I don't have to think too much about them. They're just
It's a good brain
they're
dead
just
movie.
stupid. Yeah.
It's a brain dead movie.
okay
That
with
I'm pretty sure the last one I went to go see that was like a brain dead movie was The Meg. You know, like
Oh, I'm gonna watch that like literally
I still
tonight.
haven't watched it. I have to watch it.
it, go into the movie like it's one of those movies you go and you're like, you know, it's gonna be one of those like, okay, yeah, yeah,
like,
okay.
That's why I watch them.
Yeah, no, like sometimes you just kind of want one of those movies.
Sonamoose has a question for you.
Hey,
Furries.
what's up?
Yeah.
Ask the bearded man the question.
Poetry, Batman. I appreciate you're trying to keep people honest, but like, tone it down
Calm down, son.
just a little bit. Just tone it down.
You just.
Oh, okay. Sonomuse wants to know what's Wootwear.
Reese, tell us.
Ooh.
Wootwear is a fantastic company based locally in South Africa. They make us happy. Very, very happy. By selling us
that's
By
their
sending
only
us
job.
9,700 Ks. Tank catch.
I wish
And-
you wouldn't do that.
Sweets that I devoured this morning. That
that why you
made me
crashed?
happy. No.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yesterday I saw Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom and it was so stupid and they set it for sequel.
It was so bad.
It was
But I loved it.
terrible.
I still haven't watched it.
Same.
It was like they took the actors from the first one,
Yeah.
and they were like, "You remember when you first started acting?
Yeah.
Be a little worse than that."
Oh wow.
It was like
And
Chris
also-
Pratt, who's normally not too bad.
Chris Pratt's actually really decent.
He was like what was his
It's-
lines
it's
were
not that
awful.
he was-
his
he was-
delivery
Oh, was it?
was terrible.
Was it
The
just bad writing
The
with the
chemistry
directing
was
is
just
like-
bad.
Their
Everything.
I
characters
hate
just
it.
kind of completely switched from what they were in the first movie.
Yeah.
Like
hate
that
that.
made no sense, but like
Yeah,
it was still just
because
a
like
stupid movie.
in the first
Nah, I'm
movie,
okay.
the Bryce Dallas Howard was like the one who hated the
Yeah.
dinosaurs, and Chris Pratt was like, "I love them, I'm gonna save them."
Yeah.
And then in the second movie, it starts with like Chris Pratt being like, "I hate the dinosaurs, let them all burn," and like Bryce Dallas Howard is working for an organization that wants to save them. It doesn't make any
It
sense.
feels like the writers completely forgot what they did in the first movie.
Sounds like Son of a Tech needs woodware. His 9700K hasn't gotten there yet.
Dang.
Yeah, you need
Well,
woodware, son.
so the
If you're a
9900K literally arrived in the country yesterday.
And we got it today
Yes.
because of woodware.
I bought this like 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I got it today.
And they're in Cape Town.
No. We got it from the distributor directly. Because
Ooh.
it took so long to get here.
Wow.
Dang.
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum was the best actor.
Goldblum's the
Goldblum's always the best actor.
Agreed.
I don't get
It's
it.
Goldblum.
I don't get
It's
Goldblum.
Goldblum.
You don't have to get it.
I do.
It's
I do
Goldblum.
have to get it to enjoy it, and I
No,
don't get
it's
it.
You
Goldblum.
didn't like Independence Day, did you?
I don't remember Independence Day
There
well
you
enough.
go.
What does that mean?
The
I-
Goldblum. You
Okay.
can't not like the Goldblum.
I think
the
I
Goldblum.
can. I think I can.
No,
The
Fly-
it's the Goldblum.
What?
Did you watch The Fly?
No.
Did you watch him on Hot Ones?
I did, and that's where it solidified. Yeah, this guy's not for me.
Really?
He's like a creepy grandpa.
Oh yeah,
Can't
for
base
sure.
an
He
actor
likes it
off
when
of
his
his life.
his fans
His
call him
actual life.
daddy.
What?
He likes it when his fans call him daddy.
That's odd. I just like he's.
I'm okay with that.
He's so eccentric that I just like. I'm sure if I had a conversation with him, I would end up being like,
Wait, what?
"Did he assault me with his eyes? Like, what's going on here? I don't know."
That's the amazingness of it.
No.
That's the amazingness
He's
of the
a meme,
Goldblum.
and I don't get it. I'm beyond what's going on there.
That's what I said. You don't have to get the Goldblum. You just have to
I
appreciate
do
the
have to
Goldblum.
get the
It's
Goldblum.
just the Goldblum.
Hot news.
Oh, we're back there.
Hot news.
Ba-doo-doo-dum. Yeah.
All right, AMD could solve memory bottlenecks of its multi-chip module CPUs by disintegrating the North Bridge. AMD has sprung back to competitiveness in the data center market with its EPYC Enterprise processors, which are multi-chip modules of 4 8-core dies. We all know about Infinity Fabric. Each die has its own integrated North Bridge, which controls 2 channels of DDR4 memory and 32-lane PCI Express Gen 3.0 root complex. In applications that can not only utilize more cores, but also that are more memory bandwidth intensive, this approach to non-localized memory presents design bottlenecks because they have to, like, crosstalk. It's a whole messy situation. So, AMD's solution to this problem is by designing CPU dies with a disabled North Bridge, the part of the die with memory controllers in the PCI Express root complex. This solution could be implemented in its upcoming second-generation EPYC processors, codenamed Rome. So we got some diagrams of what they could potentially be. There we go.
Okay.
That's actually an interesting approach to the whole thing.
Yeah, this is a bit different than what that one Adore TV video was about, which was having an active interposer as opposed to a
Yeah.
passive interposer. So the silicon interposer is like what everything's based on. What the proposition that AMD has been trying to work on, but doesn't know if they'll ever bring it to market, is that you would actually run information through the silicon
Yes.
to allow for better cross-chip communication, and that you could potentially get up to 100 cores on the like single system because you break it up into different like smaller core subsections. But there's a lot of issues with that, and nobody's ever really gotten it to work. There's a whole lot of theoretical parts about it, not actual anything substantial about it. So this instead would disable the North Bridge and allow them to communicate in different ways. And you can see that this would allow them to get up to 64 cores and 128 threads.
Wow.
And it kind of looks
That's
like
insane.
Intel is topped out with their mesh design. So Intel has to change how they design their enterprise CPUs as well. There's a lot of complicated information in here, so we can drop the links if you guys are at all interested in figuring out how this is potentially going to work.
I saw 64 cores, 128 threads. That's what I got out of that. And then make it go fast.
What makes go what fast?
They make it move faster.
Mufasa.
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 Yeah.
You know what? You know who's making something Mufasa? Motherboard makers. And they're lying about it, except for they're not. They're cheating. They're cheating. Z390 motherboard makers are cheating. So let's figure this out. So this is posted by Gamers Nexus, who took a deep dive into what's going on with specific motherboards and how they're actually overclocking things. And this is something that we've been experiencing on our godlike motherboard. We've been setting our multiplier. We've been setting our BCLK base clock. And we've been getting clock speeds that are higher than they should be.
Yeah.
Like if we set it for 5, we're getting like 50-50.
Yeah.
Like 5,050 megahertz.
Yeah, routinely, yeah.
And like if we set it for 5.1, we're getting like 516.
No. It's more like 5.14.
But why?
Yes. So that's because with specific motherboard manufacturers, even with the BCLK at 100, the base clock at 100, they're actually setting them to above 100.
Why?
So this is testing that Gamers Nexus did over a bunch of Z390 motherboards. And they found that EVGA is fine, keeps it at roughly 100, if not a little bit under. Gigabyte, totally fine. The Asus Maximus was bad on auto. The ASRock Tai Chi, totally fine. The MSI Godlike, which is the board that we've been using for all of our testing, always has too high of a base clock, no matter what you do to it. So whether it's auto or XMP on the first BIOS or the newest BIOS, it always oversets what the system is going to run at. And the reason that matters is because base clock doesn't just affect CPU performance.
Yeah.
It affects PCI Express performance. It affects your cache performance. Or not cache. Gosh dang it. My brain's not working. I'm sorry. I forgot what I was going to say. Anyways, so what it does is that if you're setting your CPU, as you can see here, it's higher than everybody else. They're getting 5,026 megahertz when they set it to 5 gigahertz. That's a problem.
That's not right.
That means that anybody who reviewed chips on an MSI Godlike board actually
Got
had
skewed
speeds
results,
that were too fast. So it's not that they're cheating, but it's something that you can't change. And it's something that's also not disclosed. Like from our side, when we set it in the motherboard, it says 100 megahertz.
Yeah.
But then it comes out as 100.8. And that affects a whole lot
Yeah.
more about the system. Yeah, it also affects the RAM. That's correct. That wasn't what I was going to say, but that is also true. So the MSI Godlike would be the fastest board of the bunch, but not because the board's actually better, but
Just
because
because
MSI's
you're getting
implementing
clock out of it,
settings that are a bit
Skewed.
Yes. So let's read through Gamers Nexus's conclusion here. Is it cheating? So as in the intro to this piece, we noted that it's not really cheating to natively boost base clock so long as it's very clearly disclosed and so long as it's an opt-in service to the end user. If this is enabled by default, and worse, if enabled by default and obfuscated, then it's a problem. This is also true in MSI's case, where the Godlike displays a 100 base clock in the BIOS, like we've been experiencing, but is actually 100.8. Asus is also implicated here, as the auto setting on the Maximus 11 Hero hides in the base clock field, but runs at 100.5. To Asus's credit, at least this is returned to a normal 100 value when XMP is enabled. Neither of these companies make it plain to the user that base clock is being modified. MSI claims that the base clock is set to 100.8 under its Z390 QVL, Qualified Vendor List, guidance for improving high-end memory support. This has merit in theory, but we're not sure that it does at the base clock chosen. At 103, for instance, you would be able to use a lower memory multiplier in order to achieve a higher clock, but 100.8 does not provide that advantage. Memory is divisible and multipliable by fixed dividers and multipliers, 100, 133, 166. The math doesn't work to support a 100.8 base clock, although the clock gen may come into play here. Either way, MSI admitted to us that running the base clock higher is a way to increase its competitive performance. One would think this might be a bombshell revelation, but MSI's HQ team did not see the issue the same way we did. In its eyes, MSI is providing a competitive advantage, and so pre-overclocking base clock to boost the CPU frequency is advantageous. We disagree, as would we, but would be curious what our readership and viewership think. Our concern is that this enters the precipice of a slippery slope, and one which could lead us back to the default MCE enablement. It also could threaten stability at those higher memory clocks, as 100.8 times 42.66 is an overclock, and 100.8 times 41.33 is an underclock. Either way, it's not the expectation of 100. That should be left to users to opt into if desired. After all, this is a $600 motherboard. The user probably knows how to do such a thing.
Yeah.
I completely agree with this. So I want to vote. I want to know, do you guys agree with Steve?
I feel like Steve's got some good moves.
You should keep it up.
Yeah.
Wait, whoops. That's not the soundboard.
Great moves. Keep it up.
That's right.
That's right. Steve dropping the
That's
knowledge.
right. That's right.
But it's yeah. That's rough. I mean, like I see what MSI is saying, but like give the user the option at least.
Yeah, well, especially when we have the option and when we choose the option, it actually gives us the wrong.
Yeah.
Like we set it to 100, so it should be 100. We make sure it's 100, and then it's not 100. That's not only not giving us the option, it's removing the option from us.
It is skewing all of the results.
Yeah, no, like it's a weird one. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world, but for testing purposes, it kind of gets in the way.
Well, if you can turn it off, says Son of a Tech, you would have to actually drop the base clock below 100 to get it to 100.
Yeah,
that's the point. Is that you would have to do the math to drop it to what you want.
Yeah.
So you're technically not opting out of it. Like, you can't opt out.
I feel like it's only cheating because of benchmarking.
Sure.
I feel like if they provided this board, it gave you better performance, you'd be happy about that.
Yeah.
And if it's disclosed or not, it's going to be a higher performance board for you. I think the only issue with not disclosing it is that it does draw a little more power.
Yeah.
Which could lead to other issues.
Yeah.
Like, that's the
It's not going to draw enough power. Like, 100.8 is not that much different than 100. It's just a little bit different. And so I don't think power draw, I don't think system stability really comes into play here. It's just like, hey, nobody will notice if we change the slider.
Yeah. Like, it should be known that this board does do that. But as with, like, just doing it, I don't really see the problem with providing people with more performance than they might have been expecting.
Yeah, no. Like,
it's just for benchmarks and comparing.
Okay. So how would you feel about this if instead, when you set the multiplier to 49, it sets it to 50? Mm-hmm. It gives you extra performance. Mm-hmm. You chose what performance you want, and it's not giving you that.
Just set it lower.
But that's my point. You set it to what you want. We set it to 100. It gives us 100.8. And there's nothing we can change about that besides not setting it to 100.
I don't like that it's not disclosed and doesn't show up in the BIOS.
Right.
I'm really not for that. It's just like, if I'm going to buy that board, I'm going to get better performance, I won't care as much.
Thanks for the follow.
I feel like it's being made a bigger deal than it really needs to be.
Silly pitch. You can set the number. That's what I'm saying. We do set the number. We set the number to 100, and it gives us 100.8. We can't choose what it gives us. That's the problem. This isn't pitchforks. This is, I say, motherboard, run at 100 base clock. It says, okay, 100.8. So I have to say, okay, run at 99.2. And then it says, okay, 100. That's a problem.
Yeah, I can see it like that.
oh, like, I can definitely see both sides here. Like,
Yeah.
I can see why they want the competitive edge, but it's also taking the control out of the user's hands. In some way. I mean, obviously, you can go do the math and actually,
it's not that big of a deal. Like, it's 0.8.
Yes.
It doesn't change anything fundamentally.
Fundamentally, no. but it's not doing exactly what I wanted to do, and that's what I pay for.
Right. And that's so what
I want to have full control of the thing that I paid the money for.
the thing that Steve is arguing is that this is not a problem. 0.8 is not a problem.
Yes.
It's a slippery slope.
Yes.
To instead, when a motherboard manufacturer, when you say 100 base clock, it's like, oh, well, ours is 101 because Gigabytes was 100.5.
Sure.
So now we have the faster motherboard.
Yeah.
For every 100 base clock, we give you 101.
And then
The next generation, the next BIOS update, they just keep pushing it in an arms race to have the fastest motherboard.
Yeah.
Eh,
It's a yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not even voting on this one because I feel like I can't say yes or no.
Is a bit of cheating, but also if you can only select 100 or 101 or anything between 99.5 and 100.5 will be good for 100, but the offset is 0.4 can be the crystal using. I don't know what you mean, Z80 user. Oh, we're getting hosted. Thanks for the
Oh.
host, Whopper.
Thanks for the host.
DK.
Thanks for the host.
Isn't that the same idea? A CPU, you get lucky. What CPU you get and how it performs is just luck. Except for this isn't luck. This is different. This is different than that. This would be like if Intel and AMD sold the same CPUs. Let's say they both sold the i7 9900K.
Yeah.
They both sold it at the same, or the i9 9900K. They both sold it at the same clock speed of a 3.6 gigahertz.
Yes.
Sure.
Right? Except when you use the Intel CPU, it's actually 3.7 gigahertz base, even though it says 3.6. And if you set 3.6 in the motherboard, it just gives you 3.7.
Okay.
That's the issue here. It's not that it's just faster. It's that no matter what you set it to, it chooses, no, you want it just a little bit more. It's like, no, I want it at 100. No, you want more.
So your ideal would be for it not to
Do what I'm not asking it to do.
Yeah, just like give you the choice of either running it at 100.8 or at 100.
Yeah,
Yes.
like I'm okay if the motherboard does it by default. If it auto sets the base clock to 100.8 instead of 100, totally fine. But when I set it to 100 and it sets it to 100.8, like
Sure.
it says 100 in the BIOS, but then in actually using the CPU, it's 100.8. That's a problem for me.
I
Because
can see
then
that.
the motherboard is determining that what I set it to is not what I want. And thereby will give me skewed results.
It's kind of like an undisclosed advantage.
What about the case of less on Asus or EVGA? I also think that would be a problem. Like, I think EVGA also needs to sort that out.
It's just like it's imbalance in the competitive field,
Yeah. Like,
and it's not doing what I'm asking it to.
right. EVGA needs to bring their numbers up, and MSI needs to bring their numbers down. It's
Yeah,
that simple. Like,
it's that simple.
If I set it to 100 and the board can't do that, there's a problem with the board.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't call it cheating either way.
Yes.
I think the only reason we're talking about cheating is because the Gamers Nexus article is saying it's cheating. My issue is not, is this cheating? Because the only time it's cheating is like when Tank was saying, is when you're benchmarking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're a user of this system, if the auto setting is just higher, that's not cheating. It's just better performance. But it is a problem when I tell it what to do and it doesn't do that.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
That's the only problem I have with this.
Yeah, I feel like in certain situations you just want 100% control over something like this, and
So you are using a predefined overclock, technically, which means you could set everything manually? No, that's what I'm saying. I set it manually, and then it changes the number. That's the problem. Like, with the Godlike board, we set everything manually, besides, like, the sub-timings on the RAM. We set everything manually. We set the base clock to 100. We auto do that.
Yes.
Like, we by default do that when we're doing the testing.
Yeah.
So we set it to 100, but then we see using CPU-Z, it's 100.8. And it's just going to be that. There's nothing we can do. This only relates to XMP overclocking feature as I understand it. So when, at least from our testing, even when we set everything manually, we have a higher overclock than what we set every single time. Only on the Godlike board have we had a higher overclock than when we set everything.
Yeah, I don't think this is right. It should be fixed, but I don't necessarily think it's cheating.
No, it's definitely not cheating.
That's the base of it. It's not right. It should be fixed. It's not cheating.
It's cheating if you ran that board against a board that didn't do that.
Yeah.
And then presented the results as these were the same.
Yeah.
Because they're not.
Right.
For any user buying this board, hey, free performance. Go get it.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Like, just tell people that you're doing it. That's the only thing to me. Like, tell people you're doing it. Give them the option to not do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Blind Run says, should have gotten the Call of Duty Special Edition. It comes with wall hacks.
Yep.
So, the Godlike is pulling the old Volkswagen. Not exactly. Not exactly.
Yes, but no. Same is but different.
Hot news. Hot news.
Hey,
yeah.
that's Cybershark.
What's up, Cybershark? We got the Witcher
Hey.
Netflix series provides a first glimpse of Henry Cavill as a beardless Geralt.
Yeah.
So they tweeted out this video yesterday. We've got Legolas's beefier older brother walking in the frame. I'm pretty sure he fought against Sauron.
Bad jokes.
Very
are bad.
likely, yeah.
Yeah.
Bad hair, no scars.
I don't like his butt chin.
The hair is
Ugh.
like, I can handle the butt chin. The thing that bothers me is the hair just like looks like
It's
a wig.
really not
Yeah.
the hair.
It just looks like a wig. It is the hair. I guarantee if the hair was manlier, the entire thing would be manlier.
The hair is the only thing
I
that
feel like a
bothers
man
me.
should be manlier.
No, it's elven. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
The hair is elven, not manly. I'm not saying male and female. I'm saying man and elf.
This is a screen test, though.
I understand that this is not the first. This is not the final product.
Yeah.
This is them actually just testing everything out.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he's also going to be
But this is
like
bad.
dirty
It's off
in the
test.
actual thing.
Yeah, this is. I'm not looking forward to this series after
I
seeing
also
this.
know how much of an improvement can be between
Oh,
a
I'm
screen
sure.
test and that finished product.
I'm sure.
So I'm not too concerned about this,
It looks like they just pulled a wig out of a wig shop and slapped it on his head.
which is more or less what happened.
Right. So that's a problem because that's not what it should look like. In my opinion, at least. So I don't know. I can't. I'm not a fan of this. Like everything about this series, the fact that one, it's a Witcher series at all, doesn't inspire confidence. Two, two, the fact that they chose Henry Cavill. I'm not thrilled with the choice. And then three, the first time we see him as Geralt, it's this. Like,
It is Netflix, though.
yeah, look what happened with Marvel. Yeah,
I like the Iron Fist.
yeah.
Talking about-
Needs
Something
some
I
hair
do
works.
like, the Designaire boards from Gigabyte. Hopefully its base clock is 100. Give me a base clock of 100. That's a precious looking board right there.
Precious.
It makes me happy.
Precious.
I like the
I'm
Designaire
very
boards.
conflicted about this.
But which part?
The whole.
The
Like,
Allspark?
Yes, the Allspark and like this little bit of RGB down there,
That's not RGB. That's
or just like, yeah,
I
I don't
don't
like
know.
that.
I'm
I don't
not
like
sold.
that.
You're not sold?
I kind of
don't-
like it.
It's good.
It has a 12 plus 1 phase VRM, which is good. I just like, I've had a special spot in my heart for Designaire boards ever since my first one. And then most of them are just really good looking. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, the other
USB
day you were
ports.
talking about a really old board you used.
Yeah,
It wasn't that pretty.
I don't care. I have soft spots in my heart. Let's talk about Black Magic. They got a Black Magic eGPU Pro, which has a
Okay.
Vega 56 in it.
I'm guessing this is mostly based for
MacBook Pro
Yeah.
users. So you see 4 USB 3.0, 2 Thunderbolts, an HDMI, and a full DisplayPort. Do you want to go ahead and guess the price of a Vega 56 Blackmagic eGPU?
Okay.
I already know, and it's dumb.
I'm gonna say like 700.
The Blackmagic eGPU Pro will be available in November for only $1,200 from Apple.
They're pulling in NVIDIA.
No, they're pulling in Apple.
True.
It's going to be available on Apple.com.
$1,200 Apple. Okay.
Vega 56, 1200. That's mining level craziness right there.
Yep.
For a single Vega 56. Hot crap.
Good job.
That hurts my soul.
Stupid.
Yeah, that's rough.
Now that Blackmagic has this partnership with Apple, like they've always been expensive with their stuff.
Yeah.
And now like they're just like, oh, we're catering to Apple people. Just jack up the price.
Their marketing department or like their pricing department was just like, what's an easy number that everyone's using these days? $1,200. Yes, everything is $1,200 now.
That makes sense. So let's talk about Honor made a colorful pair of AirPod clones. So finally, we got some Android versions of AirPods. They announced the FlyPods and the FlyPod Pros, which are nearly a carbon copy of Apple's AirPods down to the charging case. Honor's parent company Huawei released a pair of AirPod clones earlier this year called the Huawei FreeBuds and was supposed to release its successor along with the Mate 20, but plans seem to have changed. The FreeBuds Pro 2 have been rebranded as the FlyPods Pro 2. They have Bluetooth 5.0, IP54 waterproof rating, and then USB-C charging. And a wireless charging pad, which Apple still can't get right.
Someone's beating you to your own punch.
The best part is the FlyPod Pros have what Honor is calling Bone ID technology.
Oh,
Wait, what?
oh,
Bone ID.
jeez.
I've got the Bone ID.
What's your bone ID, boy?
Which supposedly can use a combination of voice recognition and bone sound pattern recognition
Of course.
as biometric authentication to unlock your phone by voice. It can also be used to make payments on WeChat and Alipay. They're available for about $115 right now and come in teal and white. The FlyPod Pros cost about $145 and come in white and red. Both go on sale on Tuesday.
We got a dono.
We got a
Thanks for the
dono.
Johnny Winter.
How much
How
did
much did I
you
miss?
miss? A lot. You missed a lot. I'm sorry.
Everything, the whole thing.
The whole thing.
And then we
The whole
got
thing?
the Royole could be the first company to release a foldable smartphone that looks
It
like
looks horrible.
what? How do you describe this? This looks like what kind of plastic is that?
I don't like that.
I really don't like it.
That
No.
looks, yeah. That almost looks like an acrylic type.
Yeah.
vibe.
Why would
It's
you
just-
need this? So there, he folds it. Why would you? I don't. Like, I get it's cool, but I also don't know the implementations of it.
I get the absolute attraction of having a foldable phone, but just like this is not what I imagined when people said
not-
you're gonna have a foldable
I'm not sure what's so good about a folding phone, though.
I don't get it either. It's also, to me, it's the same thing as like Samsung's Edge screen that they put.
I like
it was
it.
like, I guess, but really, I'm not ever gonna use it. It's just gonna be there.
Yeah.
I use it.
No, you don't.
Shush.
You don't use the apps on the side.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
No, I do.
And then we got Battlefield
I never-
5's RTX requirements. The minimum CPU that they
way
want
too high.
for ray tracing is a Ryzen 7 2700 and an Intel Core i7 8700. So if you want ray tracing, you got to have a high-end CPU as well as a $600 to $1,200 graphics card. So make sure your system's worth at least a few $1,000s.
This is the new VR gate.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, you want VR? You need a high-end system. Oh, you want ray tracing? Even worse.
All right, my friends, don't forget to submit your PCs over on Twitter for hashtag UFD rigs. Send us what you got. Air-cooled systems with your specs and some pics. We've got some things I need to shame Bell. Somebody took a picture of the PC at their school. We're gonna give the gong of shame to the school because holy crap! Wow, that's bad.
We
That's
got
bad.
another dono.
Oh, another dono from Michael.
Thanks for the dono.
Where can you get the best deals on PC parts during November?
Newegg and Amazon on
Or
Black
if you're in
Friday.
South Africa. Woo-wah.
Yes. So this one, okay, PC recycling chain, you get like all of the bells of shames because
All of the bells.
that's a liquid cooled system and you didn't submit any specs or any pics. So like just gong of shame. All of this is wrong. No, PC recycling chain.
Shame.
No. This one's fine. Submit your air cooled rigs over on Twitter. Hashtag UFD rigs. Give us your specs and your pics. Hopefully you can be involved.
Gong him to death.
Yes, I will gong them to death.
Gangnam style.
I want to mute you, but I don't know if that's the appropriate reaction.
That was glorious.
All right. Well,
That was glorious.
So we've got Throwback Thursday on tap
Yes.
for today. Reese, give us the throwbacks. Come.
Reese, throw us back.
Is it in the dock?
Come
It is in the
on and
dock.
take us
Awesome. I'm glad
back
you guys
now.
do that.
Something.
Yes, I did say your dad jokes were bad, Sonny Moose, but remember I own the bad jokes, so I'm allowed to make them.
Ooh.
You are bad joke.
Yes.
Okay. So switch.
Reese, take the seat.
I would like to remind everyone that Rick has said my jokes were bad, and then he pulls stuff like this.
Oh, shame. Reese has no chat. Reese, what do you do back here if you don't have chat?
Hides. He just hides.
He uses his
We
MacBook.
took the graphics card out that PC.
All right, Reese, walk us through what's going on here.
Yesterday, Halloween, they announced a remaster. Again, another one. But this time it's medieval.
Oh no.
Do you remember this game?
I feel like that's been remastered like 4 times now.
There were like re-releases, but no actual remaster, like from the ground up.
I like rented this game once.
I have never even seen this game in my entire life, and it looks
Same.
terrible.
I cannot believe
It
you haven't
wasn't
seen this
terrible.
because
The guy runs like a frog.
this was one of the PlayStation classics.
Nope.
Yes.
Not
Yeah.
in America.
Definitely was
Maybe
a
it was.
classic.
What is this? No, I've never seen this.
How have you never seen this?
Easily.
It
We-
looks good though.
We lived in
It-
SA and we know about this.
It
Yeah.
visually looks good. It looks like a terrible game, though.
It really wasn't.
It was
that
a like an action adventure hack and slash.
I
like
can see that.
the original came out in I think 1999.
Do you
or
see the way the
1998.
guy moves? It's
does it
so
matter?
strange.
bad. It's an
I
old
feel like
game.
this is how everyone moved in old games.
Yeah.
I guess, but like the Spyro remaster is what I'm more excited for than this. Gosh
no, like-
dang.
That's my that'll be my pickup.
Yeah.
the Spyro.
Yeah.
But like a lot of people grew up playing this game. Like it was one of the games on PlayStation that everyone would get.
All right. You know what? We're gonna pull this because I've never heard of this before.
I don't believe
I
that.
feel like you're gonna lose.
I'm okay with losing. I have not heard this.
See, like Z80 users like isn't terrible. In fact, one of the best games on the PlayStation was always available. Blockbusters, da da da.
Have you played Medieval? Yes or no? Drop your vote. Let us know.
I'm actually keen to see.
And while we're waiting for the poll results, Reese and Tank, could you switch?
Yeah.
That was quick.
That was all we had for Throwback Thursday.
Yeah, well,
We've got a majority of people who have not played this game.
lies. They're all
It
lies.
should be less. Have you played it? Versus
More
do you
have
know
you-
of
Yeah.
it.
Nope. Because if you're saying it's a classic,
It is
most
a
people should have
classic.
played it then.
No. No.
Yes.
No.
No.
That's what gives it a classic status.
No.
No.
I have it on the PSP. My friend has it on the original PlayStation. Okay. Sonamoose hasn't even heard of it. I don't even know what that is. There we go, Ash. Mana says he played it more than Spyro, but much less than Crash Bandicoot. That's totally fine.
Lies
Like-
everywhere.
That was one of the like. It was always compared alongside Spyro and Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
No.
It wasn't as well known.
No, it
to
wasn't.
be fair, but
It was the smaller of the three, but it's always included
World's
with
Eyes
those
has
three.
never heard of it. We've had more people who haven't heard of it.
I feel like there's more people that haven't lived. Go outside.
Oh my God.
Play your PlayStation 1.
it wasn't the best game ever.
No, of
but
course
it
not.
definitely wasn't the worst.
I never even saw it on a shelf at Blockbuster or GameStop. Like I can look at games that I've never played and just be like, oh, I remember that just from it being there, even if I've never touched it. But this one, I didn't even know it existed.
That's
I feel
so
like that's
weird.
your bad.
No, because most people just don't. Look, most people in the chat don't know.
Most people are lying. Stop lying.
I think people voting for 2 are probably too young for PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Get outta
Agreed.
here, you turds.
Like Rickus.
Yeah.
Rickus, have you heard of it?
Rickus can't vote.
Never heard of it before.
He's too young to vote.
Really?
He's too
Wow.
young to vote. He also didn't have a PlayStation.
Ash, you take that back.
Did,
I see that
did they make
comment.
it last week and say it's old? That's kind of what it feels like.
Wow. I'm with you, man.
All right.
Tank
Well,
knows what's up.
it's time for. Let's just let me just make sure this is gonna work. What the heck? Let's see if it works. Yes, it'll work.
What works?
Hey, it's time for Tank's favorite things. Walk us through. What's your
Ooh.
favorite thing today, Tank? Thanks for the follow.
This napkin.
Okay, cool. Do you need to wipe up some snot?
Actually, yeah. Not now.
Okay.
It's this watch.
Oh.
I don't know if you've seen this watch.
I
Have you heard about this watch?
I can hear you perfectly fine, but you're talking over here and your mic's here.
Boy,
Just gonna,
this is how I talk.
I'm just gonna throw that out there that you might want to speak into the microphone, Tank.
Okay. So there's this watch. It's a nice watch.
Okay.
I got it for free.
Oh, is it? So you think just because the price hasn't
Oh,
been
no.
demanded of you yet doesn't mean it's free?
There's your watch.
Walk us through it. Walk us through. Why is it your favorite thing this week?
Because
I'm surprised you're not saying the Halloween event that you went to. I know you said it
I
was your
already
favorite
said
thing. I know you said it was
I
last week,
can't use it
but you
yet.
didn't like recap us on it. So I don't know.
Yes,
I
I
just
did.
okay,
Recap.
fine. Then why aren't you saying the 9900K? Why are you saying the watch? That's what I want to know. Like,
watch
there's
is better
okay. Then let us know why.
because it's mine.
That is a fair point.
What does that have to do with me?
Tell us why the watch is your favorite thing.
Because I didn't believe smartwatches were worth it at all. And I still kind of don't at the prices they're going for, like the new ones. Like how much you paid for yours.
Oh, that one.
This one currently isn't that bad.
How much is it going for here?
About 4.
Okay, I spent $300 on that.
Anyway. No, like they're always like super overpriced when I even start to think about like picking one up.
Okay.
So I just never considered it. And it's just like it's super convenient to just check notifications on my arm rather than having to whip out my phone every time.
Yeah.
And
I
like
hate whipping things out. Gets me into trouble.
really?
Yeah. Like firecrackers just in the middle of class.
Yeah. you
Teachers
don't-
hate
you
that
don't wanna
crap.
do that. Why are you in school
With firecrackers?
right now?
I had a dream last night. I'm sorry.
Really?
I'm in a weird place, okay?
Yeah, okay.
That's why I needed to take a nap earlier.
Yeah, no, I mean, smartwatches, stupid, over expensive. Really cool to have. Wish they were cheaper.
Master Michael has a good point.
What does he say?
Take the foldable phone, just fold it over your wrist. It's a smartwatch.
I would love that, honestly.
How do you get a haptic motor into a
That would
folding smartphone?
Ooh,
You
good
vibrate
question.
your screen.
Maybe it would have
With
to be on
what?
the edges.
Just like the speakers.
I
They're
guess,
working
yeah.
on like in-screen speakers.
That's not how this works, Alex.
That's rude.
I'm also think I'm gonna ban
That's
you from
rude.
using hot seat just because like you use it at the worst possible times.
That's exactly why he uses it.
Like it just like I'm reading a spooky story. let me activate this thing.
Get out of that chair right now.
No.
The murderer was around the corner. Get out of the chair right now. Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, move on.
I'm
Then
gonna.
Rick has come back.
This will be a triple switch.
Oh,
Yeah, everybody has
so
to
many
move
switches.
except for me. Woohoo!
we should move it.
Why? That hurt my back more than anything. Didn't startle me.
So I can have this.
You can have this.
I want it. I want to have that.
I know it's iPhone. It's pronounced iPhone. Dang.
I'm back, guys.
You're back.
Hi.
What's wrong with your back?
Where'd you go?
It's actually a little bit sore today.
Mine's
Yeah.
Did you work it out?
Yeah.
I can tell.
Yeah.
We were talking earlier about how Tank was going to protest the sexual harassment in this office.
Yeah. There's only a 3% chance that you'll get fired if you walk out.
Yes, it depends on what you do while you're walking.
Yeah. If you like walk out very sexily, then it goes to 1%.
Okay,
I
so you
believe
have to walk it very sexily
Yes.
to only get a 1% chance of getting fired.
Yes.
That sounds really.
What-
I don't feel like I said that.
What's
That
the
doesn't
maximum
sound like something I
percentage?
condone.
An exact quote.
Put the grease lightning jacket back on. I would if the aircon was on.
Can I
But like
turn that on?
now that we've actually closed the doors, it's actually heating up in here really nicely.
You
I
can
feel-
open them now
yeah, 'cause
because it's not raining.
My mouse stopped working again on the streaming PC.
Rip.
That means catwalking when going out. Yeah, more or less. That's what it comes down to.
Don't do that, please. I'm not asking
Please
for that.
do that.
No, not what I'm saying.
It decreases my chances of getting fired while protesting sexual harassment in the office.
That's not at all what's going on.
Seeing that we don't have a proper her department.
Don't hurt me. Oh my. Do you see this? I can't get UFD rigs ready because the oh now it's working. Freaking A.
As soon as you try and show
Yeah.
someone
If you
something.
don't walk
No,
outside
okay,
and stay
it's not working
overtime,
anymore.
the percentage drops to
Look at
0.
this.
Can confirm.
What is going on?
Yeah.
That's super weird. Do you need another mouse or?
No, it's not the mouse. Something's
Is
wrong.
XSplit just doing XSplitty things?
I don't think it's XSplit.
Is Windows seizing up?
I don't know what's going on. I think we might have to cancel UFD rigs for today.
No.
Yeah, because I can't get this to work. Can you stop? Oh my. Something is going wrong. The last thing I need is you just going in my ear. Please. Oh, sweet turkey. Gosh.
UFD rigs just works.
No,
Apparently
it
not.
doesn't. No. Okay. Well, we can look at the rigs that I have. So we've got this one from Ian. Okay, my mouse is working. He's got an EVGA Z270 for the win. He's got a Pentium G4560. That is the most backwards motherboard and CPU combo we've had ever. 2 8-gig sticks. He's got a Zotac 970 amp Extreme Core graphics card with a case with a few stickers on it.
It's nicely
management's
cable
not
managed,
bad.
yeah.
That's not too bad. The
I don't
cable-
have anything against the
I don't
system
have too many
besides
critics.
how
Yeah.
like the G4560, if I'm remembering correctly, was overclockable. It wasn't supposed to be, but you could. But why on a Z270? Like, this system is odd.
It is weird and like
The only thing I'm not
that
really
flash
a
on
fan
the
of,
flash of the picture.
Yeah, that
it hurts.
Yeah.
Like
It hurts
sometimes
just a
it
little
can
bit.
just be a little jarring. Like,
Yeah.
But it does show off that he's got a good clean system.
Yeah.
Thanks for the follow.
Thanks for the follow.
Like
Yeah.
I'm impressed with that. Like clean system, good cable management. I'm happy that you took the effort and did that.
Yeah. The stock cooler doesn't bother me since it's a Pentium.
Yeah.
That matches up. It's the motherboard that's so egregious.
It's so
and
jank,
weird.
yeah. It's a pretty janky setup right there.
Try to unplug the mouse and plug it back in.
Me.
Yeah. You have to find which one's what. So overall, the system's pretty decent. It's a decent air-cooled system. It's just so strange.
I like strange.
Things.
I like the sticker work that he's got going in there.
It's
as well.
okay.
It's not horrible.
Yeah. It's not too off,
Yes.
but it isn't great.
It's not fantastic.
Okay, then we got this one from John.
This is nice.
He has an MSI H81i ITX motherboard with an Intel Xeon E3-1231 V3 4-core 8-thread CPU with a Be-Cry Shadow Rock LP. He's got 16 gigs of Crucial RAM and a NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2070. So he's
Okay.
rocking a 2070. He's rocking RTX, guys. There we go. It's actually
Impressive.
working. Yeah, freaking A. Stupid mouse. There we go. Look at that.
Yeah.
I
That,
really
that-
like how the power connector's over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes everything
That
so
makes
much
so much better.
I
Thank
really
you
like
and
that.
Yeah.
thank you Nvidia. I
Yeah.
guess.
I feel like I'm really hoping more manufacturers start doing that.
What the heck is going on with that?
Don't
mouse?
worry about it. Get back to talking about PC.
You were saying, Reese.
Yeah, like I'm a really big fan of that. I feel like it makes cable management so much easier and so much cleaner looking when
Yeah.
it comes
Yeah.
from the side like that. Versus
Yeah, like-
having to sometimes drag it all the way around and have it curve up. into the
Yeah.
card. I'm not a fan of that personally. And I feel like this is just sidelined enough that it flows rather than like actually put
Yeah,
it
I mean,
against
I mean, you can run this along the side of the GPU through the back if you really wanted to.
Yeah, and like some cases will give like amazing management for that because they'll
Yeah.
have like holes
The,
right
the
there.
grommet
So
at the back and all that. Yeah.
it can just literally come straight from the back and into the card.
But that's a solution to a problem that probably doesn't need to exist if they can ever all get on the same page.
Agreed.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. I hope more manufacturers start implementing this side like power connectors.
Yeah.
Just from that angle, it just works.
If it's in the Founders Edition, everyone can do it.
Everything just works.
Yes.
Yes.
No, like
I do feel like it's the RTX logo on the front is a bit jarring with like the fans on top. Like there's not really much matching up with that.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
he sets the fans to like agreeing to match it.
Sure.
So that doesn't quite work. I mean, obviously, I get what you wanted the Founders Editions card. They're nice cards. They look really nice. I like what
Yeah.
Nvidia did with the looks this year. But
I agree.
overall, there's not much cohesion in the system. It's probably the big thing. Like there isn't a theme that he went with. This is just it's a bunch
It's a
of
Xeon with an RTX.
yes.
Yeah.
Mini ITX.
I guess you
It's a
could
bunch of
use-
neat parts that were thrown together.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, I guess someone could take the stance that they wanted to have a focus piece, being like the graphics card or something.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a stretch.
There are a lot better ways to make your GPU your focus piece. I feel personally.
Vertically mounted.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, let's talk about rig number 3, which is this one from Timothy. So he has an AMD FX 6300 on a Hyper 212 Evo. He's got a Sapphire RX 570, and this is a DIY PC Game Max WRGB case. Nothing super fancy, and cable management wasn't the best, but I'm not a huge gamer. I'm not sure how cable management has to do with you being a
I'm
gamer,
confused,
but
yeah.
okay. So
I
that's
like the
a
case,
like a
actually.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like a stormtrooper almost.
Yeah.
Like a stormtrooper with a really pencil-shaped head. Like that one kid from Hey Arnold.
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that in forever.
Same.
Pencil head Hey Arnold.
Pencil head.
No, the guy with the tall head.
The tall head.
That's disturbing.
Slightly.
Oh, the guy with the tall head.
I feel like they were.
Hey, Dragon Kurt, welcome. Welcome.
Are you thinking of Stinky?
I think it's Stinky. Yeah.
There he is.
Where?
Second
This
row.
guy.
Yeah, second row.
So it's like it's him in a
Stormtrooper.
stormtrooper mask.
Yeah.
That's Stinky in a stormtrooper mask. 100%.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I
Wow.
mean, like, obviously, this case is a couple of years old. I like it.
It's like an old aesthetic.
yeah.
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 It's the pre-tempered glass everything.
Yeah.
I remember
years.
when cases like this were really big.
Yeah.
I kind of would still have one of these. It makes me happy, especially with how clean the white looks.
Yeah. It's actually really nice.
Yeah. So the inside, he did mention that his cable management's not the best because he's not a huge gamer.
That has nothing to do with gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that has nothing to do with efficiency or airflow or anything. Like it's just cleanliness.
Yes.
That's the idea. So it's not horrible. It's like everything's functionally put and it doesn't look like there is some cable management there. There is some cable management here. Everything's routed through the thing it's supposed to be routed through. He's not like dragging the CPU power connector up and over through there. He actually went through the back. So it's not no effort.
It's not horrendous.
Right.
But it's not good.
It's not pleasant.
Yes.
I feel like we've seen a lot worse though.
We
Sure.
definitely have. But I mean, I like that case.
He's
it.
still got a
It
drive
really
bay.
gives me
Some
Like-
people need it.
I say that's bonus points, actually.
You
Really?
would give them bonus points.
Yeah, I'll give him bonus points for that.
That's if that comes out, that's actually Stinky's nose.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
the case gives me that vibe back from when I first started getting into PCs
Yeah.
and building custom PCs. And
Yeah.
I really like that. It
This
gives
is
me
a very
that-
nostalgic look for PC.
Yes.
Yeah, this one makes me happy.
Same.
So thank you for sending that one in, Timothy. So we got this one from Ian, we got this one from John, and then we got this one from Timothy. And now that I actually got my system, it's time for UFD Rigs.
Why did we do that?
We
You
need
ask that every time.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and vote for who you think wins Rig of the Day. Type your answer into the Twitch chat so that we can have your answers.
Give us your answers. All of them.
Why is this air-cooled? Only air-cooled? That's just the theme that we have for the week. So we have different themes every single week for UFD rigs, and this week it's air-cooled only.
Yeah.
Last week it was 2015 systems or prior. The week before that was
Meaning like CPU
Ryzen,
and motherboard.
Yeah.
and then the 2 weeks before that were 10 series cards.
Yeah.
That Megadeth sticker, huh?
I
Yeah.
knew you would appreciate that.
Huh. I don't actually.
Oh, okay.
Not
Oh,
a major
really?
fan.
I thought you
don't
would love that.
You seem like you're into like metalcore, but you're not into like authentic metal
It
as
depends.
much.
It depends. Not as much. No.
Yeah.
Some of it was pretty. It was a jam.
Yeah.
Some of it is like pretty good. Some of it just bores me.
Yeah, like Metallica, Ozzy Osbourne, that kind of stuff. Cool, but not something I'd listen to every day.
Sure.
Just because I didn't really grow up with it that much.
I
I
guess.
went through a pretty big Ozzy Osbourne stage.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Wow.
I don't know. Like,
Wow.
I think
I was more into like when he had Randy Rhoads as a guitarist.
Right.
Yeah.
I looked up to Randy a lot.
Okay. I got a guitar when I was 13, and my dad bought me the Randy Rhoads guide to like learning guitar.
Serious?
Yeah, with it.
nice.
My first guitar
Yeah.
was a Randy Rhoads Jackson Flying V.
Ooh,
Okay.
Like-
a flying V.
that's.
I was
for your
flying
first
V's are
guitar.
really good.
That was my first guitar. 'Cause
Dang.
Dang,
I
son.
saw that one pop up for
Cheese
sale,
board.
like on our like Craigslist kind of equivalent.
How
Yeah.
much was it on
Which
sale?
one? I feel like we've got like 5.
Or back then it was like just Gumtree.
Ah, okay.
No,
yeah.
wait, it was probably Bid or Buy back then.
OLX?
Like before Bid or Buy became what it is now.
Yeah.
And
Wait, what's wrong with Bid or Buy now?
it's completely different from like 10 years ago.
Okay.
Better Buy 10 years ago was pretty much like the OLX of today.
Yeah. OLX Gumtree. It was that kind of vibe.
Now
Versus-
it's just like a bunch of companies wanting to have auctions instead of just like directly selling.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Oh, we got bits.
Thanks for the bits.
bits.
I can't see it.
74.
74. How much to
Guitar
get Reese to give us a
solos.
guitar solo on stream?
Oh,
Can you do guitar solos?
I could.
Are you competent enough?
Give me a guitar for a week.
It doesn't need to be
again,
good.
And then I could actually.
I need
What
to
about
press
an
the strings
acoustic
on
guitar?
No.
Okay.
How many bits?
Let me get a guitar. A guitar
Wow.
again, and we'll talk.
Do you have a guitar?
Ooh.
Not at the moment.
Do you have one at home?
No.
Do you
That's the
have a
thing. I
guitar?
haven't.
mine. I have a guitar, yeah.
Yeah.
got two.
Use Rickus's guitar.
Ricky has a guitar.
Yeah, no, but
Yes,
I'm saying
two.
I haven't played in like a couple of years.
Can you
Random
borrow
ones.
one
So give
for
me
a
a
week?
week.
Probably not.
Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
I'm not
Yo.
gonna. I'm not gonna steal his.
how about you guys just spend time
Yo.
together after work?
I'm not gonna steal
You
his
have to do
guitar
what?
for a week.
Just
Especially
stay
not
at his
if he's
house for
so
a week.
against it.
Crash on his couch.
I would.
Go back to
actually,
your
like,
guitar weeks.
but like,
days.
I play mine daily. So.
Exactly. Like I wouldn't take his guitar for a week. I couldn't do that to him.
He has two though.
Just because I've got 2 doesn't mean I don't use both.
Tank, this is an excuse for me to get a guitar again. So shush.
I'm trying to help you use the excuse.
Oh my gosh.
You have a Fender?
No, don't do Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah.
Do it.
pass.
Do Big Bad
Pass.
Beetleborgs.
Do something from Dragon Force.
Dang.
I just go on the thing.
I think you have to
Exactly.
give us Crazy Train.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, the solo part, not
Yeah.
the actual riff.
Iron Man, Iron Man, Iron.
Go away.
Big Bad Beetleborgs, Big Bad Beetleborgs. I'm doing my best.
Just lost half our subs.
That's okay.
Oh, wow. I actually still need to replace the strings on my guitar. I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, you should do that.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's been killing me.
Mm.
I haven't been able to play an electric in like 3 weeks.
Rip. Savage. 3 weeks in which Reese could have borrowed it.
It wouldn't have helped much because the string snapped.
I
Sure,
just
he has some
pretend it's
strings
there.
somewhere. Yeah, you could do that.
Just like mouth the tune and
Every
play
time
the
I'm playing on
string.
that string and then I get to that one.
When did UFD start streaming on Twitch?
We've been almost doing
almost
this for
a
2
year.
months now.
I've been on.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
UF Disciple on
yeah,
Twitch has been
Yeah.
like for almost a year at this point.
going a while.
We've been doing the UFD team stream for almost 2 months.
Yeah.
Dang.
We started on the 9th of September.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr.
Okay.
Crowley.
Yeah.
Down.
It's a good solo.
Did you poop in your hand? When
I'll play you some Kaleo. You can do one of those. Get that blues rock going.
We could do that.
What's up, Jeff?
What's up, Jeff?
Calf.
How you
With a
doing?
UFD team jam.
Yiffy.
Get Brett singing his heart out into the
Oh
microphone.
no.
As long as I'm allowed to change the words whatever I want.
No.
For anyone
Yes.
who didn't know, Brett used to play the triangle. Like, actually play the triangle.
I also used to play the cymbals in marching band, and
Until-
I'm missing skin because of it.
There you
Not
go.
until. That was in practice, and I completed my gosh dang march, I'll tell you
Yeah, you
what. I'm a warrior.
You lost
Would
a
it
bit
have
of
been
skin
worse?
off your stomach. That doesn't count.
It's not my stomach. It's
This is
like
merely
it's
a
my
flesh wound.
It's. I guess this would be the sternum. Like it's where my rib cage kind of ends, and then
Oh, wow.
meets my fleshy part.
Yeah.
If you just
like
like
fleshy part.
accidentally
Yeah.
with the symbols like clasp the nipple, that would be game over.
Nipple gone.
Don't worry, my nipple's so big I know how to avoid it.
His whole front is just both nipples.
They just drew.
Says nipple chest.
Oh my!
Straight up nipple chest.
I've never taken off my shirt on camera just so that the mystery always remains.
I'm pretty sure you have.
No,
Like, especially to show the scar.
no, because that would get us banned off Twitch.
Yes.
They do that. I'm not sure if they do it for talking about it though.
That could be.
Good.
Yes.
Accurate.
Oh, I was thinking that they project, not that they're like saucers, but that they're actually more just like floppy sausages.
Krish wants a triangle and symbol solo.
Of course, with the guitar. Yeah. So it looks like rig number 2 is firmly taking this
I
one
haven't
home.
even voted yet.
That Z on there,
I am.
What'd you guys vote for?
I think I'm
I haven't.
mentally scored after that.
or I may
I
have.
just voted.
I do
You
like
just voted.
Voodoo.
I think I have to vote for the stinky stormtrooper.
I voted for Stormtrooper as well.
Yeah.
Full frontal tech.
Don't worry, there's no full frontal going on. I'll tell you.
Oh wow.
I keep my shirt on and I keep my feet down.
Oh wow.
My toes too long, my feet too loud.
I believe you.
You're a special child.
You're
What
good
did you do with
editor.
the rest of that spinach?
Oh, it's in the
Great
fridge.
moves. Keep it up.
Okay.
We'll probably have it for dinner one night.
Or like one of you. There's not enough spinach for the family.
Aesthetics greater than components?
Yes.
Sort of. Like, of course, you see
Mostly, yeah.
the cable management's pretty bad. But, like, I'm not sure I can vote for a 4-core, 8-thread Xeon with an RTX card.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Like,
weird.
that doesn't match up to me either. And then number 1 doesn't match up because that's a Pentium G4560. Like, at least rig number 3 has specs that match. He has a FX 6300 with a 570. Those specs make sense.
Five what?
70.
No, thank you.
Like that you just trailed off during 570.
No, I burped.
He burped.
Yes. It was a five.
Are you ever going to do a notebook edition of UFD rigs? Of course.
Somewhere
Of
down
course.
the line.
I'm actually keen for that.
Are you?
Great moves. Keep it up.
I don't, do MacBooks count as notebooks technically?
Technically, sure.
Can we just like do a MacBook edition?
But it's a Z270 board, so room for upgrade to 7700K. What say you? I say that if he was going to upgrade to 7700K, he probably would have done it by now.
Yeah.
And then also the Pentium G4560 is overclockable on a Z270. So my guess is he's overclocking that Pentium. Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
that's a little that's a no-go for me, Mario.
Strange, yeah. Actually, will you be strange, Jason?
Excuse me?
What did you just say?
Great moves. Keep it up.
I know, I'm a good editor. I'll stick to it.
Oh, 100 bits, the bees!
What about the bees?
Nice. Thank you for the bees.
I feel like a notebook edition might be pretty bland.
Nah, man. Some people have some dope because I think if we're doing laptops, we
Yeah.
have to include the setup that they
Yeah,
have.
I was gonna suggest that.
It
Yeah,
has to. It has to include the environment.
Okay.
What is it hooked up to? How do you have it framed?
Yeah. That
Like
changes
what
things
what
completely.
exactly are you doing?
Yeah.
Not just like show me your laptop, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like in class, I can take notes.
Oh yeah.
I don't want that.
because there's no real specs to show off.
Yeah.
It's just the laptop itself. We would have to include
It's like
the whole
you,
setup.
Yeah,
You can't
something to
exactly do
differentiate.
cable management in a laptop. That just wouldn't work.
What I can't wait for
Did you ever
Is-
go ahead?
wireless charging on laptops and like you have a desk that has it implemented, and you can
That would be
plop your laptop down.
insane.
Why isn't that a thing yet?
Agreed.
Did you ever contact the motherboard support for beta BIOS and drivers for the RTX 1080 Ti-ish? It's not the motherboard. Because it's not just us that it's experiencing it. It's people who have Z390s.
It's
It's
driver
people who
things.
have B360s. It's people who have X370s. It's not a BIOS issue. It's a driver issue with Windows.
Yes.
Because the card works totally fine until the moment drivers hit the install.
Yep.
But if you have a 10 series in there, it's totally fine. If you have a 20 series, and that's the report that we're seeing from everybody who has the
Yeah.
exact same issue, is that it's only when the drivers are installed. You can boot into safe mode just fine. You can do everything else besides actually activate any sort of driver. That's a software miscommunication between Windows and the NVIDIA drivers.
You guys have a favorite Pokemon?
Oh.
That's kind of a tough one.
I feel like
Are you
this
serious?
is a good question.
He's never
I never
watched the
watched
show.
He knows the
Only one I know.
mascot.
Okay, well, it's time to count down for the voting on UFD rigs.
Espeon's pretty cool. Oh wait, Umbreon.
Okay.
I know
He's
who my
called
favorite
Wacky.
is. Lugia. Hands down.
Yeah, you're a Lugia
Out
fanboy.
of all of the majestic birds, it is the most pathetic one.
Articuno is dope,
Yeah.
but Lugia, nah.
Lugia is amazing.
Nah, fam.
He beat those 3 into submission.
All right, congrats to rig number 2 on winning. Good job to you, John. Good job,
bravo.
John,
Well done,
on
well
winning UFD rig of the day, air-cooled edition. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad,
You like
bad, 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 bad. Well done. What were you saying? Tank?
Don't look at me when you do that.
Why?
I'm not the one who complained. I just
Sonomuse
agree.
knows what's up.
What does Sonomu say?
Lugia is the greatest legendary.
Lugia's a pathetic
Lugia
wuss.
sucks.
Lugia did suck.
Even
Both of you are
Latias
just
is
wrong.
better.
Dude, Entei? You're gonna put Lugia over Entei.
Okay, Entei's not that great either.
Okay, it's better than Lugia.
Nope.
Definitely.
Okay, Raikou?
Definitely.
Raikou?
Raiku's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Suicune's trash though.
All of the dogs are better.
Yeah, all of the dogs are better than Lugia.
Nope.
I mean, Jolteon was dope.
Jolteon's dope. I agree.
I did like Zapdos as well.
Yep, I'm up there with you. I
And
think I like Moltres the least out of the
Yeah,
birds.
very
Actually,
boring.
Ho-Oh is the least.
Yeah, Ho-Oh does nothing.
Yeah, it's pathetic.
Not a fan.
disgusting. Lugia took out 3 other legendaries at a time. Yeah, by being a wuss and playing the defensive strategy.
Yeah.
It was
And
disgusting.
Psychic isn't even a real power.
Yeah, no, that was just them coming up with an excuse on how he was going to be better because he was so tiny and pathetic.
Also, Mewtwo was awesome.
Yeah, like,
Look at these guys just trying to justify their wrongness.
oh my god,
Everyone knows it.
no,
Lugia, MVP.
Lugia is trash.
He saved the world.
Oh my gosh,
So did every other single legendary.
He saved the
Like, at
world
some
better.
point.
I love this weather.
Same.
it is nice.
It's nice, man.
Hey Rickus,
Great moves. Keep it up.
Thank you.
you know what would be great
What?
if we got copy struck by the Obamas for using that sound
Oh,
clip.
wow.
Yeah. That.
Can we meet the president?
No.
probably could.
Great
Well-
moves. Keep it up.
He's met us through our webcam, so it's fine.
That's true.
True.
He watches us every night,
That's true.
every morning, whatever.
All the time.
He leaves the Polaroids for us.
Yeah, he does.
All right,
He's our
well,
biggest fan.
it's the end of stream. The countdown.
Yeah.
Got 30 seconds to say goodbye. Thank you everybody for tuning in.
This song is growing on me.